Hey everyone, Woodles here, and in this video I'm going to be doing an unboxing, build, and review of the LEGO Christmas tree set. Yes, this will be my first review of any LEGO set in this channel. If you guys already follow this channel and or follow me on Instagram, then you would know I am almost exclusively a mock builder, meaning I don't usually buy sets and build from instructions. But every once in a while, some sets do catch my eye, and this is one of those sets. I figured this would look good if I put it somewhere in my city layout. So this set came out in September 2022, about 3 months ago. It retails in the US for about $44.99 and has 784 pieces, which means a 5.74 cent per piece ratio. I generally believe that a set below 10 cents per piece is pretty good in terms of value most of the time, but I also consider if the set has large and unique pieces or if it's something like a dots or the art sets. In this case, this set in particular seems to be a standard looking kit, so I think it's good value. By the way, when I ordered this on lego.com, I used $40 worth of VIP points, so I ended up paying only $5.45 for this order. And here's a size comparison with a Toyota Supra Speed Champion set, a $20 set. Here it is next to the Architecture Empire State Building set. It's a little bit thicker, but almost 3 times the price and twice as much pieces. And here it is next to the LEGO Saturn V set, which retailed for around $120. As you can see, this is also a 2-in-1 set. Here in the back you can see I can build either a large Christmas tree or 2 smaller trees. And in this video I'll try to do both. Alright, I think I see 2 instruction booklets, one for the big tree and 2 for the smaller trees. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bags. 10 unnumbered bags. So I guess I'm just gonna have to dump all 784 pieces and do this the fun way. It says here, we're switching from plastic to paper-based packaging. That's why you might find a mix of paper and plastic in our boxes. Well, they're all plastic. These are interesting ball pieces. I don't think I've had one of these before. Here's another orange brick separator. Green, lots of green. This will actually be a good parts pack if you're into landscaping. Oh, I love these jumper pieces. I use a lot of these in my MOCs. Got a few reddish brown and dark red parts. I just hope they don't snap on me while I'm building. This actually flew out when I was dumping the box, so we have a big axle piece here. And the instructions is telling me to dump all the pieces. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna start with the 2 smaller trees. About 66 pages worth of instructions. Let's do this. the two Christmas trees. One is about maybe a little less than 6 inches, the smaller one. And this one is maybe 8 or 9 inches. Here's a minifigure for scale. And here's a comparison of my Nissan Skyline 6 wide build. And here's a cell phone. I think it's cool that rather than just having two smaller versions of the tree, they're both slightly different. The medium-sized one has more ball ornaments, and the smaller one, as you can see, have candles. So I think it's a neat touch to differentiate between the two. And if it wasn't too obvious, it's not going to fit in the minifig scale interior. So it goes without saying that if you want to put the Christmas trees in your city layout, it's going to have to be outside. And in here, the remaining pieces, obviously these will be used once I build the biggest version. So yeah, that's the overview of the two Christmas trees. Now I'm going to break it down and build the big one. I'm going to be honest, the build for the trees is very repetitive. I looked at the instructions. I don't think the build is going to be too different from these two, just a bigger version. So I'm just going to finish the build off camera and give my thoughts on that. So here it is, the completed model of the big Christmas tree. And I have to say I'm impressed with the size. It's about a foot tall, maybe slightly under a foot tall. So the actual base is 16 by 16. As you can see, I have a 16 by 16 plate here for reference. And again, for comparison, I have a minifigure, my Nissan Skyline 6 wide. Here's a few gifts. And lastly, a normal sized modular for comparison. Like I said, I do like the scale of this thing. It looks like it'll be a perfect fit for a town square location. It looks like it's designed to be separated into two modules easily. But I do question why they put the top half in a turntable. So the top half just rotates pretty freely. Not sure what the purpose of that is, but there you go. And here are the remaining pieces. I'm surprised there are a lot of leftovers. I figured the main model would use up most of the pieces, unless I miss a step or two. Remember, I built the two smaller trees first. That's why I have partially built items like these. It took me about an hour and a half to build the first two trees. For this one, I was able to go a little bit quicker because about 2/3 of the way, I was able to use the same parts from the second tree. It was the same instructions pretty much. And I really didn't notice it at first, but the second tree used a lot of the colorful ornaments, which is not used in here. So maybe there's some room for improvement if you want to make your tree more colorful. I do think it's great that they just use simple plates instead of using specialized leaf pieces. I think this gives you more room for modification. For example, maybe you can put something like so here and here. And there you go. I've been able to cover the tree, at least this side, with more ball ornaments. If you want to use up all the pieces, I still have a couple here, maybe use it a little more conservatively to cover all sides, or just to get more from bricklaying. And there you go. I had a lot of fun building this set. I think this is my biggest set build in quite some time, I'll tell you that right now. I think overall it's a good set. I love the pieces. Even if you don't want to build a Christmas tree, there's lots of usable green plates for landscaping. And I think it will look good in a town square kind of setting. I think the proportions are just perfect for it. So, do you guys have this Christmas tree set? Or are you planning to buy it? Let me know in the comments down below. And I probably won't do a whole lot of Lego reviews on this channel, but I got a couple of sets in mind that I have and I want to share if you guys want to continue to see that sort of thing. So again, let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Peace.